Hello and welcome back to another TCG Live pack opening. Today we're cracking open 8 Scarlet and Violet 151 packs. Starting off with a Rattata traversing the log falling across the stream. The Execute heading across the beach at night. Paris heading through the dense jungle. Dratini in a spotlight on the lake bottom. The nice model Magneton in the factory. Slowbro sitting in the waves as they watch the sunrise. Clefable standing on the water's surface in the reflection of the moon. Shelter on the rocks while waves crash upon them for the first reverse. Second would be the Tauros preparing to charge in the field, and our rare of the pack is the Jinx, sending out a powdered snow attack. We have a very nice evergreen basic grass energy. Spearow waddling their way across the tree branch. The wonderfully styled Ghastly as an ominous wind blows in through the broken window. Drowsy on the rooftop waiting for night to come. Ivysaur doing their best to get some sun on their bulb. Protective Goggles Trainer. Bill's Transfer Trainer. A very nice Aerodactyl unleashing a Hyper Beam in the ancient jungle for the first reverse. Second would be the Meowth cleaning themselves. And our rare of the pack is the Aerodactyl unleashing a Hyper Beam in the jungle. Voltorb sending rocks flying as they smash into the ground. Voltorb sending rocks flying. Execute making their way across the beach. Cubone inspecting their bone under the moonlight. Charmeleon with a circle of flames surrounding them. Onyx in the mountains launching themselves into the air. Seadra riding inside the barrel of a wave. Drowsy on the rooftop waiting for night. For our first reverse, second would be Voltorb launching rocks in all directions. And our rare of the pack is the very nice Nidoking sending out an earthquake at sunset. The wonderfully painted Ekans curled up in the blooming meadow. Electabuzz sending zaps through the power plant floor. Clefairy looking up at the clouds blowing by. Pidgey about to take flight from the tree branch. The very terrifying sight of Graveler hurling rocks in the mountain. Hitmonlee going in for a knee. Kabuto making their way across the ancient ocean bottom. Staryu near all the vibrant undersea plant life and coral for our first reverse. Second would be the Bulbasaur heading down the path as the sun comes out from behind the clouds. And we have a wonderful Gengar done by Tomokazu. I love it how there's like a bunch of spirits appearing around their feet and stuff like that. A beautiful card. And I'd say we're about halfway there. Dratini in the spotlight on the lake bottom. Seal resting at the edge of the ice sheet. Rhyhorn charging through the savannah at sunset. Dratini in the spotlight. Hitmonchan practicing their uppercuts on the beach. Pinsir traversing the treetops. Muck dragging themselves out of the marsh. Gyarados stirring up some quite large waves for our first reverse. Second would be Rattata crossing the stream. And our rare of the pack is our boy Omastar perched on the pillar in the ocean ravine. Once again another evergreen basic energy, this time a water. Ghastly as the ominous wind blows in through the window. Antique Helix Fossil Trainer. Pikachu making their way through the forest in the afternoon. An Energy Sticker Trainer. Graveler hurling rocks in the mountains. Cycling Road Trainer. Ponyta prepared to shoot to either side for our first reverse. Second would be Tangela extending out as far as they can to get the berry. And we have an Alakazam EX for our rare of the pack as they send out psychic waves from their spoons. Couple of packs to go. Once again another basic evergreen energy. This time once again another grass. I don't think we've seen 3 of these in one opening ever, I don't know. Magmar squaring up for a punch. Farfetch getting caught in the river while trying to grab the tomato. Farfetch caught in the river. Pidgeot flying amongst the clouds at sunset. Protective Goggles Trainer. Once again, Magneton in the factory. Kingler walking around the lush shore of the cove. For our first reverse, we had the very nice Gen 2 Zubat design throwback for our second. And our rare of the pack is the Mr. Mime doing handstands. The reason I'm so confused is because I'm trying to figure out where we're angled to be able to see the buildings and stuff on the sides like that. But whatever, a nice card all the same, I love the art. And alrighty, it has come that time once again to find out is last pack best pack or not. If you want more details on the rules, there's a video link down below. I want to say we have a good shot at it today. I don't necessarily remember any IRs so far or anything fancy, but I can always correct myself later. Drowsy waiting for the night to come. Cubone inspecting their bone. Clefairy watching the clouds. The very happy Weedle having made it onto the tree branch. Kingler at the lush cove. Rhydon launching rocks in all directions with a fierce earthquake. Energy sticker trainer. Electabuzz sending Zap through the floor for our first reverse. Second would be the Dragonite high above the clouds. And our rare of the pack would be Vaporeon swimming by all the coral. Though, even though I'm pretty sure that Dragonite was supposed to be a rare, that's just not gonna cut it for today, everybody. Which means the streak ticks up from 1 to 2 for today. Well, that's gonna be about it out of me. As always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time for another TCG Live pack opening.